A pleasant day, basketball fans. In the next couple of minutes, we shall be witnessing and reliving a celebration of sport, a celebration of spirit, a celebration of life. We shall look back at the UAAP season 65, in particular at the men's basketball tournament. We shall look back at the season that was and how the tournament had become one member school's culmination and fulfillment of a long 14-year championship. This is the Eagles have landed.
In a country where one sport reigns in the consciousness of the populace, college basketball may perhaps be at the center of the Considered to be basketball played in its purest form, collegiate competition attracts a frenzy uniquely its own.
Uh-oh, James Yap! 34 big points for James Yap. You know, someone call the fireman. James Yap is on fire.
No other college basketball league perhaps draws more attention than the University Athletics Association of the Philippines, or the UAAP. In the past 3 seasons, viewership of the league has never been higher, as a dynasty was formed and an old rivalry was rekindled. The dynasty belonged to that of the Salle Green Archers. Mentored by former PBA player and LaSalle alumnus Franz Pumarin, the Green Archers had won the UAAP crown in 1998 and successfully defended it 3 times in a row. The last time the Archers uncorked champagne, it was in the 2001 season, against none other than longtime rivals, the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles. The rivalry between the two schools dates back to as far as almost 5 decades back. Decade through decade, the rivalry got more intense, more passionate.
Well, first of all, it's the tradition of both schools and the tradition of the rivalry that goes way back to almost before the war. That's number one. And number two, I think both teams are intensely proud in their academic and athletic prowesses. And so, in a very real manner, the Ateneo LaSalle competition is really about which is the best school. And over the past few years, the rivalry has remained intense. The Ateneo LaSalle rivalry is really in a class of its own.
The championship meetings between the two schools, however, have been fewer in recent times. Prior to 2001, the last time the green and blue clashed for the UAAP crown was in 1988.
Takes a while for him. And Pumarin is back in the contest for the Archers. Nieto, very close. He converts too. Oh, the animal. Santa Maria. Another steal by Jun Reyes. This could be the Isaac. 72 to 74 to 68 with 2:33 left in this contest. A steal. Mariano. That could be Lin. No fouls called, blocked beautifully. The ball goes out of block. Oh! With only time for a great block. Everybody's on their heels. Francisco dumps that ball. That is the best way to tell Rizal that they have won. Pumarin missed it. 74-70. That was a traveling earlier by Francisco. A lot of emotions now. And you can see Francisco crying on that court. And everybody from Ateneo is starting to pour on.
Yes, only 2 seconds left. And the emotion
you can see the emotion. It's all over the court.
Ateneo won the 1988 title in dramatic fashion, and it had taken LaSalle 13 long years to earn a championship rematch.
You know, in every Ateneo LaSalle game, there's so much emotions involved. And in every championship, because I experienced an Ateneo LaSalle championship, aside from the physical skill that you bring into a championship game, it also has to do with the emotional feeling that you have, or the mindset that you bring into the game. And this championship feeling is something that you take with you all throughout your life, and it cannot be taken away from you. It's an experience, actually.
In the title rematch, De La Salle was all out to avenge their loss of 13 years earlier. The battle got physical, cerebral, and spiritual. And in the end, a
The De La Salle
frenzied
Green
sea of
Archers
green flooded the
has
Coliseum
again,
floor.
as I mentioned before, etched themselves in UAAP history by winning it 88-93. The Green Archers a 5-point lead, 4 in a row for La Salle.
13 years, 2 championship meetings, and the title series count between the two rivals was 1-1. The 65th season of the UAAP showed as much promise, if not more, as the previous year. Despite some graduations in the De La Salle roster, the Archers were poised to defend their crown a 4th time. The onus was on the rest of the league to catch up to the Green Archers, and many teams heeded that challenge. Teams retooled and reworked their systems, engineering a promise which they finally displayed on court.
Miranda going inside, finds Santos, a long three-pointer, come on! Alvarez gets the rebound. Here comes NU with 1 second left. Magyon, long jumper, and he hits the shot! Vizcara gets a pick, gets another pick, and then he drives all the way uncontested.
No team among the league's 8 participating schools, perhaps, had a bigger chip on their shoulders than the Blue Eagles. Denied the championship in season 64, Ateneo probably had the most potential and the biggest motivation to challenge the Archer dynasty.
There was a chance for the team to speak, so Paul Tanji spoke of that they felt very disappointed that they were not able to deliver this championship for the school. I call it a quest because it's really been that since for the last 3 or 4 years, and we came a bit closer every year. Really, in the 3 years ago, we just made it to the Final Four and lost immediately. Then after that, we had actually a twice-to-beat advantage against FEU, but we lost them. So that was also very disappointing. And then last year, of course, was the closest. So. Yeah, I guess it pushed the determination to just keep working at it and saying, look, we did not get there, but every year we got closer. So we push again.
I guess it must have been, feeling for the boys that they must have felt sad. We have a structure now, the University Athletics, headed by Mr. Capistrano. And this started even maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. And the point was to develop 5 sports that we feel that the Ateneo is good in. So even after this defeat, let's say, of the Ateneo team, I guess the program was structured already. So all they did was simply maybe look at what can be done, like we had the new coach.
Vowing to come back in season 65, Ateneo took in a new coach in former professional player and mentor, Joel Banal. Banal relayed the team's foundation in hard work and teamwork, and the fruits of their labor were finally realized when they reaped a championship in the commercial ranks. It was the current Ateneo Crop's first ever championship together as a team. It was their first ever under Coach Banal.
We needed some more exposure or experience to prepare for the UAAP. Meaning, if we're targeting to go to the finals, therefore we need more experience to win it. Because last year we lost it, though we gained experience, but we lost it.
But the run to the commercial league title had been costly, as the Eagles lost 2 key players to injury, slotman Paulo Bugia and gunner Magno Membrere. Both Bugia and Membrere suffered season-ending injuries, and their absence in the Ateneo lineup would greatly affect the Eagles' season 65 campaign.
My goal was to just lift the game of Paulo Bugia to the level of Alvarez and Enrico. That was my goal. I thought that was easier than looking for another or the third big man. No? But we lost him, I think, middle of the PBL season. That gave us really some problems. No? Here, we're trying to develop our third big, and now we lost our third big. We didn't only fail to raise up the level of his game, but now he's gone.
But as the old adage says, whatever doesn't kill you can only make you stronger. And it seemed that Coach Joel Banal and his Eagles had taken this to heart and entered the UAAP's new season facing challenges instead of obstacles.
That's why I like to use the image of a quest, because in a quest is always a story of the young person becoming a man, no? And learning to put aside his fears, his frailties, and in this particular case, learning to play with the team. And from this, the most serious adversity that they had, they found out that it was actually not a disaster, that they had grown and they were simply a better team.
The story of the UAAP's 65th season shall continue. This is Sarmenta, and helping us later on to tell you the story of the celebration will be Ria Tanjuatco and Patty Laurel. Despite losing Paolo Bugia and Magno Membrere to injury, Team Ateneo started off the season with fire in the Eagles' belly, ready to fulfill a foiled destiny. Events of the past 3 UAAP seasons pointed towards the next step, a Blue Eagles championship.
Heart is one thing, but those who know Coach Joel Banal well know that he is one of the most methodical coaches in the land. He looks at his field of options and carefully picks the way from point A to point B. And that's exactly how he orchestrated Ateneo's campaign this past season.
You have to learn how to win in big games. So I really pushed for the PBL participation. We get to the finals, we have a good chance of winning it. But the crucial part is how to get to the finals.
There's still loose. Alvarez has it. No, so it's a turn now of Alvarez to Rick Havoc inside the shaded area. Wanna share to Tenorio. Open for a left and straight. Come on! Oh boy!
It was the trend, no? We won our first 3 games in the UAAP. That's the carryover from the wins in the PBL. But surprisingly, in the middle of the first round,
The Fighting Maroons have never led in this ball game. 4 minutes and 18 left. The pass tipped away. Luna double team, dribbles it inside all the way to the basket. UP has the lead.
and it's all happy Luna. It was a blessing in disguise that Rich Alvarez was suspended. No? I have no choice but to use Sunny Tadeo. So there, he showed me that he's able to compete.
When Rich Alvarez was suspended during the first Ateneo LaSalle, I took it as a challenge. During that game, I really focused and tried to raise the level of my game. That game was really the turning point of the rest of the season for me.
There's a steal by Chia against Cortez, and he missed the layup. So Ateneo certainly falling apart here. 1 second left. Ramos shoots a 3. That's not going to matter. After 40 minutes of play, the Salle Green Archers have swept through the first round here in the 65th UAAP season by beating their arch rival, the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles.
Of course I felt bad. That was the worst part of our season. We had a lot of losses, and I wasn't there, but emotionally I was there. And I even wanted to call our coach, hey, tell the guys, let's go, we have to win that game. Because that was our, we needed to win that game.
Losing to the Green Archers capped the maddening surge of misfortune as Ateneo experienced its most humiliating defeat with the biggest losing margin and to its worst rival in history. But pushing the panic button is not among the Blue Eagles' options.
Whenever we play LaSalle, like in the PBL, no, ICTSI, and in the first round, our goal was just to learn how to beat them. We were thinking that the 4-3 standing in the first round is okay. We're just right on target. No? What we should do now is we should get like at least 3 consecutive wins or 4 consecutive wins, so that it'll put us again back to the top 2 spot.
Unknown to Coach Banal then, there was more to the losses than what met the eye.
There was a minor internal problem. We won against FEU by 5 points in the first round. We could have lost to FEU because of that minor internal problem.
Actually, honestly, I was doubting. For the players, not in coach's system, if we're gonna make the Final Four or not. Parang it's not more of looking at coach's system, but our capacity as players to be able to execute what he wants us to execute.
They didn't trust me enough to give me the free hand of who to play and how long. We have to remedy this. This is major and it could cost us our finals and our dream.
Eight days between rounds. 8 days spent watching endless tapes and practicing hard and praying even harder seemed wasted as Ateneo sunk lower in the standings.
Ateneo up by 3. FEU looking to send it to overtime. Here's Miranda with the ball against Cruz. Miranda still has it. Out to Santos. Point it time. Santos ties the game. We're going to overtime. We go to overtime. This is Andrew Cruz. Bounces it to Chia. Chia drives inside. There's a foul by single partner. So one more comment for Jack Chia to tie this ball game. FEU has 5 seconds to get a shot off. And he missed the shot. What a time for Ateneo to miss a shot.
I missed a chance for us to go into another overtime, and that loss brought us down. I really felt bad for, I think, 2 to 3 days. Then I had to really get my confidence back during practice.
Though we played a very good game against FEU and UE beginning of the second round, we lost both games. I thought we were still okay because even if we lost these 2 games, we played our best games in the tournament. The problem now is we're down for 5 below 500. Another loss could really, it could really trigger loss of confidence, doubts, and maybe some problems from within. Before the NU game, when we had a meeting, really a very emotional meeting with Father Kalua and the team captains, Andrew Cruz, Marco Benitez, and Enrico Villanueva, and the coaching staff. We had a very emotional meeting. Andrew Cruz mentioned an experience in, I think, 3 years ago, that they were playing for pride. No? They were nobodies. They were players without contracts. So they're just playing for pride. And they were playing well. And somehow he was saying that if we could bring that out again.
I guess, dug deep inside ourselves as a team and realized this is the real Ateneo team that can play. The team that shows the heart. It's the Hail Mary team. It shows the heart, shows the passion, and shows the love. The love playing for the school, playing for God.
We were a little bit tight in the beginning.
So no matter what happens, if he makes
confidence.
1, 2, or none, UST still has a chance with 5 seconds left to either tie or win the ball game.
Well, so all important free throws for Enrico. Even just 1 out of 2 will help his team right
Well,
now.
it's 2 out of 4 so far in the game. Villanueva's first one is a miss. Villanueva's second one is also a miss. Rebound Luanzon. 4 seconds left. Ahead to Vizcara for 3. That's a miss as time expires. Ateneo wins it against the USD Drought Tigers.
4 games of success, 4 games of working together. Then it was time to hurdle the final barricade, the absolute measure when Ateneo had to face their invincible nemesis.
Why we should beat LaSalle? No? One, we wanted to stop them from getting an outright seat in the finals. We want to deny them of their sweep. We wanted to get back at them because they they beat us in the first round, no team should beat us twice.
Expected Embo Kimpo is back in the ball game. Kimpo overall steal, almost a steal. Here's Gonzalez. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Wesley off the glass, and there's a foul. And Cortez slows things down. Here's Cardona, top of the key against Chia. Cardona is gone.
Needed that win so that somehow they're not that confident playing us again, maybe in the finals.
The Green Archers, 14, go. The Archers, they will be seated number 1, but their hopes for a perfect elimination round is no more. Ateneo finally exacts revenge, wins on the Green Archers, breaks the streak. It gives the Archers a 13-1 record. Final score from the Big Dome, 76 Ateneo, 63 Denafal.
All the games were like in preparation for the semis. The sequence of the games really prepared us for bigger battles ahead. Knowing that even if we have to win twice, we can do it because of how we played in the second round.
The roller coaster ride is finally over. The battle within has been fought and overcome. That string of wins, especially the last against LaSalle, further fueled the desire for the ultimate goal.
Another finals appearance and another shot at the championship are within reach. That is if the team can win over the streaking UE Red Warriors twice. The dramatic semifinals, with Ateneo fresh from a 5-game run and UE protecting a twice-to-beat advantage, is up next. From a team on the brink of elimination, a team almost everyone had given up as contenders to the UAAP crown, the Ateneo Blue Eagles found strength from one another.
Their 5 straight victories, capped by the huge win over De La Salle, prepared the team for the tougher test ahead. Their Final Four matchup against the UE Red Warriors.
There was a very, very good reason why we should beat them twice. That is, they swept us in the elims. First and second round, they beat us, but close games. Therefore, they're beatable.
After missing the last 5 games of the eliminations, Ateneo's title drive gained momentum with the return of LA Tenorio.
In our 2 losses against UE, we're having a hard time matching up LA with Artadi. I thought Kimpo would be a better defender against Paul Artadi, but I still need LA to relieve Chris Kimpo.
Coming off the bench, LA Tenorio was a bit rusty and struggled early on.
Chris Kimpo started it. He raised the level of his game, and in practice, he brought LA's game to the next level also.
Trailing the Red Warriors by 1, Tenorio would lead a 12-2 run by the Blue Eagles in the final 3 minutes of the third period. Ateneo finally took control of the ball game, taking a commanding 9-point lead going into the fourth quarter. Showing why they are the second best team in the league, the UE Red Warriors stormed back.
UE feeling the momentum.
With the season on the line, LA Tenorio would once again take charge.
The Blue Eagles, they're on the rope. Here's the lane.
Sabi ko, Coach, parang ang hirap dalhin kasi yung pressure na sa akin. Kasi alam niya, pag natalo, ako yung sisisihin. Pinaghandaan ko siya talaga. Nakafocus ako dun sa kailangan kong gawin.
3 free throws by LA in the final minute sealed the win for Ateneo. The Blue Eagles survived to fight another game.
Both schools wanting to advance to the finals, either wanting to end their season. Game 2 drew the best out of everyone. But Ateneo, behind Rico Villanueva, Larry Fonacher and Jack Chia, countered with their own run. Another run by the Blue Eagles saw the Loyola squad soaring ahead by 7. James Yap and Paul Artadi led a late charge by UE, resulting in just a 2-point lead by Ateneo, heading into the final quarter. The fourth quarter would prove to be the first sign to Ateneo's destiny and Jack Chia's surge to nationwide prominence. At the 3:26 mark, Ateneo's key forward Wesley Gonzalez fouled out, leaving Coach Banal no choice but to field Jack Chia an intramural fine. Chia, though, would struggle, committing several crucial errors that had Ateneo fans wanting him out of the game.
When Jack was committing those turnovers, I was looking at him and I was convinced, without a doubt, that those turnovers were fatigue turnovers. So I thought he can still play, he can still help us offensively.
He said that we are his finishing five, so we have one game for him, so he'll live and die with us, the five of us.
He earned the trust. He earned the spot, to finish the game.
The confidence showed by Coach Joel Banal on Jack Chia paid off. After 2 free throws by James Yap gave UE the lead, Chia would convert a crucial jumper that would tie the game.
Alvarez, back to Chia. Chia for the tie. Got it! Ties the ball game at 70 with 35 seconds left.
But the Red Warriors still had 2 chances to win the ballgame.
The shot clock is off. This is for the win. Artadi with the ball against Tenorio. You see the time remaining. We're all tied up at 70. Crossover move. Artadi loses control and it's out of bounds.
With only 7.8 seconds left, there was no way that Ateneo would even run a play and probably go down to Enrico Villanueva at the post. It's going to take a lot of seconds. I felt Jack Chia would take the shot because he took the second to the last shot. He could take, the very same shot, probably, from about 15 feet away to win the ball game for Ateneo.
I had no doubt that if we could only take a shot, we're going to win the game.
Here's Tenorio with the ball. He gets it across. Drives against Yap. Forces his way. Picks up his dribble. Out to Chia. 1 second left for the win. Yes! Jack Chia wins it for Ateneo. Jack Chia wins it for the Blue Eagles. And they fall on the floor.
One basket by Jack Chia. One big basket by Jack Chia.
I just prayed. I said, Lord, this could be my last game. Ikaw nang bahala sa akin. When I took that shot, I think there was divine intervention.
If there was any doubt as to the strength and determination of De La Salle and its drive for 5, the Green Archers put all questions to rest with a masterful demolition of UST in the Final Four.
It means much to La Salle that it has won. It would have meant so much dahil nakapaipit sila. They would have gone UE's way of 7 straight titles. At kung hindi sila natalo ng Ateneo na break yung 14-0 run nila, sana isa pang history yon.
And I felt that the only way that someone could take away the crown from them was if they weren't able to play to their potential.
The finals of the 65th UAAP season is set. For the second year in a row, the dream matchup. The hottest ticket in town. The biggest show. The mission to accomplish a dynasty. The quest to fulfill a destiny. De La Salle defends its crown. Ateneo found the opposite.
The hiring of the head coach in Ateneo is a big thing. They asked the 3 remaining coaches for a final interview. There was somebody who asked me, I think this was the question, the big question and the big answer. he asked me why I would want to be the head coach of Ateneo. My answer was, somebody has to stop LaSalle. Somebody has to stop France.
The stage is set. The cast is complete. The rematch between the league's bitterest of rivals, the Ateneo Blue Eagles and De La Salle Green Archers, is on. From here on, all previous records and statistics are insignificant. It is going to be a battle of will, spirit, heart.
Sila mga kalaban namin. Kasi talagang talented din sila.
50-50. We were glad it was LaSalle, but then at the same time, oh my goodness, this team we're the only team that beat this team.
I don't think there's any rivalry in college basketball today that is like a LaSalle Ateneo rivalry.
You know, our goal is to win the championship, no matter who we play.
September 26, 2002. Game day. It's the hottest sporting ticket in town, and the 15,000-seater Araneta Coliseum is packed to the rafters, with every Atenean and LaSallian proclaiming his colors proudly.
With LaSalle having at least a week's rest and Ateneo on a 7-game winning streak, neither team has a distinct advantage. LaSalle is gunning for a record 5 straight titles, and Ateneo is trying to end a 14-year title drought. Two teams with contrasting characters pitted against each other for the ultimate prize, UAAP basketball supremacy.
Answer comes from the fact that I'm an Atenean and a broadcaster at the same time. Because I've seen Ateneo play LaSalle many years. No? And from what I saw in Game 1, they had confidence that they did not display in many of their previous meetings.
He goes to Tenorio. Tenorio fires a 3, and it's good! 2 3-point shots for Tenorio. Going into that game, it was very evident that Ateneo had a different frame of mind, especially when you watch them play first quarter, second quarter, and then as expected, the game went down the wire. 7:08 to go in the ball game. Bonacher for 3. Who would ever expect that Ateneo would win over LaSalle in such a defensive fashion? In fact, the 2 blocks by Bonacher, I mean, it's a kind of defensive play that you dream about. It's a defensive player's fantasy to end the ball game with 2 blocks against a key player of the opposing team.
Na-expect ko kasi yun. Kasi alam kong paubos na yung oras eh. Tapos siya yung pinakamalapit sa bola. So pagkakuha niya, alam ko ibabato na niya kasi paubos na yung oras eh. Wala na siyang choice, hindi niya pwede ipasok. Titira na lang talaga naman. Hindi ko naman naramdaman na ako nagpanalo kasi yung buong team talaga namin yung kulungan.
Well, in game number 2, LaSalle came out a lot more focused, knowing that it was a sudden death situation for the Green Archers and needing to extend it to a game number 3. They came out and had a very successful full-court pressure, especially with Mike Cortez.
Dribble, out to Cortez. Cortez trying to answer back. Oh! Mike Cortez with 20 points!
A lot of people were questioning the heart and desire of the Green Archers to really want it. I mean, they've won it 4 in a row and wanted to see if that 5th championship was still within their radar screens of the Green Archers, but they knew that they had to focus and they had to get some turnovers off the full court pressure, and I think Mike Cortez really delivered for the Green Archers that time. They took an early lead in the first half, up to 18 points, and they were able to sustain it even with the relentless pressure of Ateneo trying to come back, cutting it to 3.
And he gets it across against Santa Maria. Bonacher, the pass to Chia, the fake, the shot, missed the shot, the tip, and it goes in! The tip by Bonacher. Bonacher, 25 points. 25 points for Larry Bonacher. The lead is 3.
And then in the end, the Archers were able to extend it to a game number 3.
Archers with an 85-77 victory over the Ateneo, the Manila Blue Eagles have extended the series and have shown us why they are the defending champs here in the UAAP.
When the series tied at 1-1, I came to my mind what happened in 1999, UST versus LaSalle. UST won game 1, and LaSalle bounced back 2 straight ways to win their second straight championship. So they have the capabilities to do that again.
LaSalle had the momentum going into game 3. They're going to do what they've been doing best. The adjustments won't be made as much. When for Ateneo, they have to figure out the answer to my question.
Game 3, winner take all. Do or die. LaSalle's drive for 5 is still within reach. As expected, the crowd came in droves, causing a monstrous traffic jam and a parking nightmare in Cubao. Everyone wanted to witness history unfold between the classic rivals, Ateneo and LaSalle, in this final game for the title.
Game 3, as in any do or die winner take all game, the team that displays emotion with control, the team that displays desire, paying great attention to their system, will win the ball game. And that's exactly what Ateneo did. And you saw big games from Enrico Villanueva, from Wesley Gonzalez, from Epo Quimpo, players who went through trying times, players who went through painful times, and they really wanted to seek redemption, and they got it.
After 14 long years, the Blue Eagle once again is king of the UAAP.
Thank you, Lord. Tapos, yung napitin ko ngayon, ganito pala yun, after 5 years, it was worth the wait. It was, last year ko na, so talagang nagpapasalamat ako na bigyan ako ng chance na mag-champion. Sobrang sarap ng feeling at ng teammates ko, mahal na mahal ko sila lahat ng supporters namin. Sobrang mahal na mahal ko sila talagang, sobrang saya ko lang ngayon na hindi ko ma-explain.
Jack Chia, he was the hero that sent Ateneo back into the final. So great to finally win the championship, to end the 14-year drought of the Ateneo. And we've done this through hard work. And I've been waiting for this for the past 3 years. The Ateneans put it. It's their time. And it ended right here. Look at PJ and Enrico. Look at them go. Quite a friendship, quite a rivalry.
Sige, we did our best din. Pero yun na nga, siguro iba lang talaga yung plano sa yung plan ni God talaga na talaga sila yung manalo. Pero they deserve it talaga.
At one point they were 4 and 5 and everybody said it would take a miracle for them to reach the finals, and indeed it was a miracle for Ateneo to reach this point, and they got their fairy tale ending. That's so great. That's so good. I'm lost for words, man. So happy. You know, I just want to thank everyone who supported us, you know. Sobra parang we were on top of the world right now. Hindi ko explain yung feeling. Just want to thank God, my teammates. I love all my teammates.
Every year we were hoping to get into the Final Four since 96. Every year it was a painful loss, you know, always getting eliminated. Some people almost wrote us off, you know. And I guess we just kept the faith.
And Coach Joel Banal will be the man who will be credited for steering the Blue Eagles back to the promised land.
Glory belongs to God. I thank all the fans, the crowd, the Ateneo community for supporting us. I can't believe it. We did it.
It is October 5. And on the 5th of October, the Ateneans prevent LaSalle from winning a 5th straight championship. But more importantly, they end 14 years of frustration, and they are kings of the UAAP once again.